Hi and welcome back to MRTV. Oh my goodness, I am in awe. This is so cool. What am I doing here? Well, I'm checking out Microsoft Flight Simulator in the Pimax 8KX with OpenXR Toolkit. I have now installed this for the very first time, and I can simply tell you this is a game changer. Also in this video I will tell you about my experience here with the Pimax 8KX here in Microsoft Flight Simulator with that OpenXR Toolkit and how it compares to the Varjo Aero and to the HP Reverb G2, and if now I could recommend this to you. So absolutely stay tuned and watch the whole video until the very end, because you know all of this goodness is coming up. But you know what, let's directly keep on doing this video here. So OpenXR Toolkit, before using it I had an FPS of around 30 FPS, so it was playable, but well, obviously it's not perfect, right? Now, having installed it for the first time without even tinkering with it, now I have an average FPS of around 50. Wow! Without the visuals looking worse. How wild is that? I am in total awe. This is so much better. This is so much better. Oh my goodness. OpenXR Toolkit. Oh, this is so good. This is a game changer. Without a doubt, this is a game changer. It is incredible. I am in awe. I'm just so in awe right now. It's so good. Beautiful. Absolutely friggin' beautiful. So, why am I here in the 8KX, by the way? Well, I've told you that I have a really much better experience now here with the 8KX, with the model that I have here right now, as compared to the pre-production unit that I had here before. And also, there is more interest now in the 8KX. I could tell that from your reactions after the Pimax 12K QLED event that happened on my channel here. And well, you know, I could tell that many of you are interested now in the 8KX and ask me, hey Sebastian, is it worth it now? Especially because there is this crazy trade-in upgrade program where, well, you can trade in your 8KX or any Pimax headsets for the Pimax 12K QLED, as in the money that you pay for the 8KX now, it will be put towards the 12K QLED once there is a unit for you. And therefore many people now want to know, okay, how is this now in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Is it good? And as you can tell from my reaction right now, I can already spoil it for you. Yes, it is good. It is really good. It is surprisingly amazing right now. Oh my God. So let me start from the beginning. Okay. So OpenXR Toolkit, I told you it's a game changer. From 30 FPS to now around, 47 on average. I am on a 3080, and I'm sure I could tinker more with it. I am on 70% Steam super sampling in Steam. I'm on the normal FOV here in the Pimax, and it is great. It is a friggin' great experience. I don't know how the screen capture looks like. Here in VR, this looks smooth. This looks as smooth as I have never seen it in the Pimax headset. So this is great. Also, what I wanted to tell you and why I would urge you to join the MRTV Discord server. In the 8KX channel, a user that I'm going to name in the tutorial that I'm going to make told us about how to actually correctly set the IPD setting. And now I have dialed it in, and it's such a huge difference. So before, I would simply use the IPD setting, the wheel here, and set it to my IPD, which is 64. And then I thought that is correct. But it turns out it can be way better. So what to do? Well, you set the IPD with a wheel so that it feels good. And for me, there was kind of like 62-ish, 62 millimeters. And then you would use the IPD offset in the Pi tool to dial it in perfectly. And how to do that, I am going to show you here on the channel. So if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, absolutely do that now if you don't want to miss this kind of content. And it is a game changer for me as well. For my eyes, I don't feel eye strain at all. I can now focus on something that is close without any problem. I can look at something in further distance without any problem. And yeah, I don't have eye strain. This is so good. So I am going to make this tutorial, and I urge you, if you have any questions about any of the headsets, 8KX, G2 Aero, go to the MRTV Discord server. There are amazing people there who know these kind of tricks and who are willing to tell you about them. So do it. So I've done this together with the OpenXR Toolkit. It's good. It is just great now. So let's talk about how this compares. Let me tell you what I see right now. I see a really clear picture that doesn't strain my eyes. I don't have screen door effect. It is a really good picture. I have a wide FOV right now, the normal one, which is still bigger than everything that's out there on the market for consumers, right? And I have really a homogeneous picture. What I mean with this, I have a big sweet spot and I have a really good edge-to-edge clarity. I can look around with my eyes and it's the same, it's very good. And I don't see distortions. So what I told you before, Pimax has done a fantastic job with the distortion profile. It is really good. It is no problem. I don't have a problem with distortion here now. On the normal FOV setting. And yeah, it is good. Wow, it is really good. And also before, I had that feeling like when I was using my pre-production unit, I had the feeling that the picture quality, it was not there at all. It felt like even, yeah, I don't know, it was not so nice. But now I have a clear picture. So how does this compare now against Aero and the G2? So let's start with the Aero. The Aero looks better. The Aero still looks sharper. And we have better colors with the Aero, absolutely. So if you want simply the sharpest visuals with fantastic colors, it is the Aero. Oh, I lost the connection here with my controller. Oh, no, it's back. Okay, woo! Yeah, so the the clarity is definitely better with the Aero, but this is still good. This is still good because you have a clear and good picture with that homogeneous huge FOV, right? So it's really, again, back to the old question, what is more important for you? Like the clarity and the colors, then Aero. But if you want a good picture with a huge FOV, well, the 8KX is absolutely an option. And especially now with that OpenXR Toolkit, where I, with my 3080, can get to an average FPS of 45. So probably I could even try motion smoothing to get 90 FPS here. I haven't tried that yet. Absolutely worth a try. So how does this compare to the G2? Also, I would say that in the middle of the vision, the G2 is sharper and has a better picture because of the better colors. So the colors of the 8KX still, comparison to G2 and Aero, cannot compete. But it's not a showstopper. This is not terrible, right? This is okay. This is not terrible. And there you can still tweak it. I haven't even started with the tweaking. I know there are some some settings that Pimax owners swear by, and I must look into those settings for sure. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So G2, in that center position, it's without a doubt sharper. However, this again, it wins so much in the FOV, right? And now without distortions, yeah, it's also down to the question, are you okay with a picture quality which is really good? I can't see screen draw effect. So it is better than Quest. And also it is better than Pro 2, because here we have a better sweet spot and better edge-to-edge clarity. So better than Vive Pro 2, but a huge FOV. A huge FOV. So right now, I can recommend you the 8KX for flight simmers. For flight simmers who love the wide FOV. And who are ready, and that's very important, who are okay with tinkering. Right? You cannot expect this to be plugged in and it works. Like I had this problem with this unit. I plugged it in, and yeah, the firmware update didn't work, and it was kind of bricked. But it was not bricked. Well, I could rescue it, right? But I had to use the command line tool. So very important to understand, if you're not fine with doing these kind of things, this is not for you. This is really important to tell you. But if you are okay to do some settings, and if you're okay to go to the MRTV Discord server and ask on the 8KX channel if you have any problems, then yes, I can recommend this to you, because this here now is an amazing experience. This is really good. OpenXR Toolkit, it helps you to get 45 FPS here now in Microsoft Flight Simulator with a big FOV. I am in awe. I am in awe. This is absolutely fantastic. But that's the problem with my controller, unfortunately. And I am probably going to die now here. No, oh, okay, I'm back. Good. Woo! Yeah, so yes, I can recommend you this. If it's only for Microsoft Flight Simulator, this is about flight simulators now, if you want this huge FOV, if you're okay with tinkering, if you want a good picture quality that is in G2, is not as good as G2, but plays in a similar league, I would say. Especially if you consider this huge FOV, this is good. Yeah, so that's actually what I wanted to tell you. I simply needed to tell you this now, because I am really fascinated by this. With OpenXR Toolkit, setting the IPD correctly, this is a great experience. If you have any more questions, do go to the MRTV Discord server. I am there. The link is down in the description of this video. If you have any more questions, do leave a comment, and do leave a comment anyways for the algorithm. Again, to put it in a nutshell, yes, I can recommend this now. And you must, though, be ready to do a bit of tinkering. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more of this, for example, my tutorials on how to set the IPD correctly with the 8KX, absolutely subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button that you don't miss anything. And I can just tell you that I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode.